I don't ask for none of this. I ain't asking my mama to go through this, bro.
And it's serious right now, like.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Nigga, I was on the floor crying last night, bro.
Listen, bro. Don't let that
Nah, nigga, my mama, man.
Man, I got people trying to be in my business about the baby and stuff. You know, we got baby mama number 2 mad. Like, I don't know what I did to her. And then my mom, cause she going through it. I mean, and then
what point do I really just say all this? I'm like robbing myself out of just moments in my life because of my loyalty to somebody who never really truly held me down in any capacity.
Scott, why do we talk to her all day?
Because that's what we do.
I told her I was going through something last night. I said, yo,
I said, I'm trying to understand what's happening.
My mother is dying.
You being hella dramatic.
I'm really just quiet, period. I ain't even got the strength to do this.
You done talk about me to everybody around this motherfucker.
You done talk about me. You done talk about me. You done hold you down. I done held you down. And I down. But you know what? You know what?
Go away.
You know what? You
all that. I ain't going nowhere, and that's why you mad. That's why you really mad.
I'm not mad at you, Bam. I really love you.
Oh my God, let me tell you about the most captivating love story that unfolded right in the heart of Atlanta, where hip-hop beats pulse through the streets like a heartbeat. You won't believe this tale about Lil Scrappy, the rising star who wasn't just making headlines with his music, but honey, his personal life. That was a whole different show. Enter Bambi Benson, and let me tell you, this woman commanded attention the moment she walked into a room. A model and businesswoman whose poise and self-assurance weren't just for show, they were woven into the very fabric of her being. When these two crossed paths, it was like watching a story written in the stars unfold before our very eyes. Their chemistry was electric, their passion undeniable, and yes, even their conflicts seemed to spark with an intensity that made them impossible to ignore. Picture this perfect contrast. Bambi, with her graceful sophistication, standing beside Lil Scrappy's raw, unfiltered energy. They were like fire and water, complete opposites that created something absolutely mesmerizing when they came together. Thanks to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, we all had front row seats to this emotional roller coaster, witnessing every high, every low, every laugh, and every tear. In those early days, it was pure magic. The way they brought out hidden facets of each other was something special to behold. Bambi, known throughout Atlanta for her strong, independent spirit, revealed a softer, more vulnerable side when she was with Scrappy. And our boy Scrappy, those rough edges that defined his public persona just seemed to melt away in her presence. Together, they faced the whirlwind of fame like a united front, supporting each other through every challenge that came their way. But you know how these fairy tales go. The perfect facade started showing cracks, especially under the relentless gaze of those reality TV cameras. What began as minor disagreements escalated into full-blown public spectacles. Every argument became headline news, every disagreement turned into social media fodder, and those whispers of infidelity, they grew louder with each passing day, transforming their private late-night discussions into public entertainment. The weight of constant scrutiny began to take its toll, and what once seemed unbreakable started showing signs of strain.
Over time. You blocked her after me and you started back being cool, so she want to know why you blocked her.
I seen how y'all going. I was like, I'm not even part of this.
But you know what, Scrap? I will tell you this. You're wrong because you was flirting with her for a very long time.
You said I was flirting with her?
Why was that wrong?
Show it.
Don't flirt with the don't go with the friends. Don't go with the people in circles.
I just want everybody to know I don't give a who Scrap flirts with, okay? He's free to flirt with whoever the he want to flirt with.
once again,
This is where our story takes a heart-wrenching turn. That beautiful love we all witnessed transformed into something almost unrecognizable. Bitter arguments replaced sweet moments, and fiery passion turned into explosive confrontations. The very same reality show that allowed us to fall in love with their romance now revealed every painful crack in their relationship. And when it finally ended, let me tell you, it was far from the peaceful conclusion anyone hoped for. Millions watched, completely captivated, as their love story crumbled in real time, raw emotions laid bare for all to see. Scrappy, our tough-talking rapper, wasn't prepared for the devastating void Bambi's absence would leave. That hard exterior he'd built throughout his music career, it became nothing more than a thin veneer, barely concealing the depth of his pain. And the most heartbreaking part? He didn't even try to hide it anymore. The emptiness Bambi left behind was too vast, too consuming to ignore. Here was this man who had built his reputation on lyrics about power and resilience, now publicly baring his soul for all to see. His social media transformed into a diary of heartbreak, each post more raw and unfiltered than the last. That tweet he posted, it still gives me chills. He literally begged Bambi to come back, pleading for just one more chance to make things right. His fans were absolutely stunned by this display of vulnerability, watching their hero at his lowest point after having witnessed him at his highest. But hold on to your seats, because this is where Mama D enters the picture, stirring things up behind the scenes like only a mother can. Scrappy's mother, who never shied away from sharing her opinions about his relationships, had plenty to say this time around. But here's the twist that had everyone talking. She actually wanted them back together. Every time Scrappy mentioned his mother's wishes to see their family reunited, you could hear the emotion cracking through his voice. Mama D's influence was undeniable, carrying the weight of countless fans who believed these two souls belonged together. Meanwhile, Bambi handled everything in her own distinctive way. While Scrappy was wearing his heart on his sleeve for the world to see, she maintained this dignified silence that spoke volumes louder than any social media post could. She didn't engage in the public spectacle or feed into the endless speculation. Instead, she chose to focus on her own journey, healing in private because, as we all know, not every wound needs to be displayed for the world to see. The public, though? They weren't ready to let this story go. Every single move became fodder for speculation. Every cryptic message posted, every interview given, every public appearance made. The breakup evolved into its own reality show, with everyone desperately trying to answer the burning questions. Could these two wounded hearts find their way back to each other? Had the pressures of fame and public scrutiny destroyed something beautiful? Was there enough love left to heal these deep wounds?
I don't ask for none of this. I ain't asking my mama to go through this, bro.
And it's serious right now, like.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Nigga, I was on the floor crying last night, bro.
Listen, bro. Don't let that
Nah, nigga, my mama, man.
Don't let that with you, bro.
Man, I got people trying to be in my business about the baby and stuff. You know, we got baby mama number 2 mad. Like, I don't know what I did to her. And then my mom, cuz she going through it. I mean, and did
What point do I really just say all this? I'm like robbing myself out of just moments in my life because of my loyalty to somebody who never really truly held me down in any capacity.
Scott, why do we talk to her all day?
Because that's what we do.
I told her I was going through something last night. I said, yo,
And I said, I'm trying to understand what's happening.
My mother is dying.
You being hella dramatic.
I'm really just quiet, period. I ain't even got the strength to do this.
You done talk about me to everybody around this motherfucker.
You done talk about me. You done talk about me. You done hold you down. I done held you down. And I down. But you know what? You know what?
Go away.
You know what? You away.
Saw that. I ain't going nowhere, and that's why you mad. That's
Okay.
why you really mad.
I'm not mad at you, Bam. I really love you. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Let me paint you a picture of what happened next, because this is where it gets really heart-wrenching. Scrappy's entire world had been turned upside down. This man, who once commanded stages with unwavering confidence, found himself drowning in an ocean of regret. Every corner he turned, every song he heard, every little detail of his daily life seemed to carry echoes of Bambi. This time was different. The tough guy image he'd cultivated throughout his career crumbled completely. He couldn't, or maybe wouldn't, hide his pain anymore. His fans witnessed a transformation they never expected. Lil Scrappy, the hard-hitting rapper, reduced to a man utterly broken by love. His Instagram became this raw, emotional diary, filled with late-night confessions and painful reflections. He laid everything bare, his mistakes, his regrets, and most notably, his undying love for Bambi. There was this one post that absolutely grabbed everyone's attention. It wasn't just another heartbreak message, it was a desperate plea that showed just how deep his pain ran. The once confident rapper, now completely vulnerable, wrote words that touched everyone's hearts. I know I made a mistake, but know that I love you, Bambi. If you're reading this and you're out there, I always have and I always will. Let's talk, please. Let's work this out. The comment section exploded with reactions. Some fans rallied behind him, praising his honesty and vulnerability, while others sadly acknowledged that some things, once broken, can't be pieced back together. But Mama D wasn't about to stay quiet. She took to social media herself, making her feelings known about the whole situation. In an emotional live video that had everyone talking, she shared something particularly powerful. I realize mistakes were made, but I've seen my son give this woman his all. Love like this doesn't happen very frequently. I just hope Bambi sees it if there's any chance. Her words added another layer of complexity to an already emotionally charged situation. Through it all, Bambi maintained her composure and her silence. While Scrappy and his mother were publicly expressing their emotions, she chose a different path. She threw herself into building her empire, surrounding herself with close friends and crafting an identity that extended beyond being Scrappy's former love. But that didn't stop people from analyzing her every move. If she shared a quote about love, fans immediately assumed it was about Scrappy. If she posted a photo looking happy, people wondered if she was trying to send a message. Then the rumor mill really kicked into overdrive. People swore they'd spotted them together at exclusive industry events. Others claimed they were secretly working things out behind closed doors. The situation reached fever pitch when an old video resurfaced. A tender moment between them where Scrappy told Bambi, "You'll always have a piece of my heart, no matter what." Social media absolutely exploded. Everyone was asking the same questions. Were they truly over? Was there still unfinished business between them? While speculation ran wild, both parties kept their cards close to their chest. But Scrappy, he channeled all that heartache into his music, proving that sometimes the deepest pain creates the most beautiful art. His new track hit the streets, and these lyrics had everyone talking. "I see her face in every crowd, but I can't reach you now. I lost the best thing I ever had. Tell me how to turn this around." Fans dissected every word, searching for hidden meanings, trying to piece together the real story behind the music. Bambi, meanwhile, was busy building her own empire, showing the world that success doesn't need a man's name attached to it. But here's the thing that only those closest to her knew: beneath that strong exterior, the split had taken its toll. She had loved Scrappy deeply, and walking away wasn't some impulsive decision. But unlike Scrappy, she chose to process her pain privately, away from the public eye. In a moment that had everyone holding their breath, she posted this cryptic message on Instagram: "Some things are meant to teach us, not to stay with us." The internet practically broke. Was this finally her way of addressing everything? The comments section turned into a battleground, some fans practically begging her to give Scrappy another chance, while others praised her strength for moving forward. Then came that unforgettable night that had everyone glued to their phones. Scrappy went live on Instagram, sitting in this dimly lit room, looking more vulnerable than we'd ever seen him. His voice trembling with emotion, he spoke directly to his followers. "I realize I've spoken and put a lot out there, but I just have to reiterate this once more. I realize I made a mistake, but I still adore that woman. Bambi, if you ever hear this, know that you will always have a place in my heart, even if I'm not sure whether you'll ever forgive me." When his voice cracked at the end, followed by that heavy silence, the emotion was palpable through the screen. As months turned into years, their story naturally began to fade into the background as new celebrity dramas took center stage. But Scrappy stayed resilient, channeling all his emotions into his music. His new tracks hit different. They weren't just about raw heartbreak anymore. They spoke of acceptance, growth, and bittersweet memories. "You used to be my queen, my ride or die, but now I'm just a memory, a bystander. I can't lie, girl, but I miss what we had. I see you shining and doing good, and I'm not mad." Bambi continued building her business empire, letting her success speak volumes louder than any interview could. The burning question that used to consume social media, "Will Bambi and Scrappy reconcile?" slowly lost its urgency. Sure, there were still moments that kept hope alive. Those chance encounters at industry events, those lingering looks caught on camera, those rare social media interactions that sent fans into a frenzy. But neither of them ever confirmed anything one way or the other. Their story left us wondering, was this love tale waiting for its next chapter, or had the final page already been written? Those fortuitous meetings at industry gatherings kept hope alive among their followers. Every stolen glance caught on camera, every subtle social media interaction became fuel for speculation. But underneath all the public drama, a deeper truth emerged about love, growth, and the courage it takes to either hold on or let go. What made their story so compelling wasn't just the drama, it was how real and raw everything felt. Lil Scrappy showed us that even the toughest personas can crack when the heart is truly broken. Through his music and his public vulnerability, he taught us that real strength isn't about maintaining a hard exterior. It's about being honest with your feelings, even when it hurts. His journey from confident rapper to a man openly struggling with heartbreak resonated with so many people who'd been through similar pain. Bambi, on the other hand, demonstrated that healing doesn't need an audience. Her quiet strength, her focus on personal growth, and her determination to build something for herself became an inspiration for many. She showed us that sometimes the most powerful response isn't in what you say, but in how you move forward. Her success became her statement, louder than any social media post could ever be. As time passed, their story evolved into something bigger than just another celebrity breakup. It became a mirror reflecting our own experiences with love, loss, and growth. Some fans held on to hope for a reconciliation, believing that love this intense couldn't truly end. Others saw beauty in how both Scrappy and Bambi grew from their pain, even if it meant growing apart. The question remained, could love triumph over distance and betrayal? Was Bambi right to focus on her own path, or should she have given Scrappy another chance? These questions sparked endless debates among fans, each bringing their own experiences and perspectives to the discussion. Some argued that trust, once broken, can never be fully restored. Others believed in the power of second chances, pointing to how much both Scrappy and Bambi had grown through their struggles. What's undeniable is that their love story, with all its highs and lows, left an indelible mark on everyone who witnessed it. It showed us that love isn't just about the perfect moments, it's about the struggles, the growth, and sometimes the courage to walk away. Whether together or apart, both Scrappy and Bambi proved that there's strength in vulnerability and dignity in how you handle heartbreak. Their journey reminds us that some loves are meant to last forever, while others are meant to teach us invaluable lessons about ourselves. In the end, maybe that's what makes their story so unforgettable. Not just the passion and the drama, but the very human way they navigated their pain and emerged stronger on the other side. So now I have to ask you, what's your take on this passionate saga? Do you believe some relationships are meant to stay in the past, or can love really conquer all obstacles? Was Bambi right to prioritize her own journey, or should she have given their love another chance? Share your thoughts below. And if you're craving more juicy stories about your favorite celebrities, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on those notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep watching, keep wondering, and never stop believing in the power of love, no matter how complicated it gets. Because sometimes, the most beautiful love stories aren't the ones with perfect endings, but the ones that change us forever. Remember to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think trust can be rebuilt once it's broken? Are second chances worth the risk? We want to hear your stories and perspectives. And don't forget to stay tuned for more captivating celebrity stories, relationship drama, and unexpected twists. Until our next story, keep believing in love's power to transform us, even when the ending isn't what we expected.